that I'm totally not aware of, and I got spoiled about it 10 years so ago. Wesker! No, I'm sorry, Whitley. But Wesker! Yeah, I'm going to escape alive, Wesker. Ah, sniper gameplay. Okay. Didn't expect the game to actually have headshots, but it actually has. Wait. Although I wasted my bullets. Okay. Don't have. I have enough bullets, I'm saying. Cowabunga it is. Come on, boys. Okay. I deserve that. I deserve that. I deserve that for with a freaking flamethrower like a maniac. Like, what do you expect to happen? You're going to get exploded. That's what happens. At least I can try and aim better now. Hopefully. Okay. Shoot him for me. Bullseye! Better. Need go back. Freeze to death. Bullseye. This ain't good. Go back, I'm gonna start losing way much health. I know you will come here. He ain't coming. Huh? Look at. About that. Okay, I'm guessing I will have to get the shotgun. Not close quarter it is. There he is. He's stuck there. Sniper like me. Shit! This is a difficult level. This is a difficult level. Okay. Need to be extra careful with this. Great. Ah, he shot me. Ugh. They do massive damage too. I really hate the freeze mechanic. I have told it way too many times now, but I really hate it. Actually got me one time. Nah, I need to leg it. Leg it back. There's surely a cover there. You know what? I need to get the grenades too. I need to get them ready. Ah, save. Save haven. Perfect. Can I save here? Somewhere, please. Okay, I think I can do this now more easily. Gotcha. Ow. They come to my manhole. You guys lose me? Fuck, almost killed me, man. Nicely played. Badly played from me, though. Nice from him, but badly from me. Was shot the freaking backside of this dude's head. That dude straight up nuked me. To tell you guys the truth, I really like the manhole experience here. Just nuke him, man. Gotcha. You know what would be really fucked up? If those guys spawned out of the guy that left and they are all things. That would be really fucked up. And then when you finally find him, that dude, that Albert Wesker impersonator, you finally find him and you're about to off him. The soldiers suddenly assimilate again with him, and then says, "This is my true power." I was joking so far. No, I'm losing time. God damn it, where's the flamethrower? I will need to go back. No, shit. Change weapon. Almost. That almost turned south. There's no ammo for the shotgun here, which is unfortunate. Can't view my freaking keys, it's so dark here. My board keys. Just scouting the area. Scouting the area. Much better. What is this? A gun? Don't I have two of those? Okay. I'm getting a new squad member, it seems, and the game gives me weapons. I don't need squad members. I'm a one-man army over here. Oh, there he is.
Game over, Whitley.
He's immune to the fire, right?
I don't think so. I control you. Right now, I control every man on this continent. Your pathetic sabotage of the consignment at the airstrip only delayed the inevitable. There is an evac team on its way to this location. Once I take the chopper, I will begin global infection.
Chopper on global saturation, Chris. Game over, Chris.
This game is just beginning.
Game over, Chris. Did you whisker? Oh shit. Are you guys coming? Oh, you guys waiting there, okay. That's just great. Wow! Okay, I guess they were barricaded. They were a pretty good barricade. Should have used the freaking grenade, not. Ah, there is a safe station. What's that the thing I'm hearing? No matter. We are in the end game now. Okay. I like that scream. That was really funny. He was just suddenly then over. Hello, boys. Is that freaking target spotted from freaking Call of Duty? Ah, wrong save, goddammit. I believe this game is before the Modern Warfare, right? And that target spotted is probably then it's original from this game and then Modern Warfare just stole it. Unless it's freaking made by Activision this game, then it's probably not stolen, it's probably a recycled asset. The dome. You go sleep. Now.
Target spotted.
I think I killed them. Yeah. Exakil. Exakil. Or how it's called. I don't know. Haven't played LOL in forever and I wasn't even a fan of it. I was never a fan of it. I was forced to play it, honestly. And I hate it. Great game, GG. Somebody exploded there. And that dude did well for it as well. Great. Great, you guys. You killed yourselves. Now, thank you for disarming the traps. Great. Ah, there you are. I delivered. Told me to kill them, and I did. Next customer. Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Boy. Okay, you ain't. You ain't shit. You're such a panzer. Alright. Who? Hit again. There you are. Where did you come? Over here, my man. You're a clever boy. You don't want to activate the C4, huh? Kill him. Shit! God damn it. Now that's my fault. Yes, please, come here. My man. Where are you going, dude?
Target spotted.
Come on. Bonk. Okay. Rip. Now I need to be careful with the freaking thing over there with C4. And perhaps it would be for the best to actually save again. Rip. Damn, those guys became dog food. Hi guys, how it's good. How are you doing? How's it hanging? They placed me shotgun. So they expected that I would use the shotgun, huh? Here, probably. Most effective weapon when it comes to close quarters. In this game. Now you guessed it, I'm gonna go back and save again. Because you never know with the bullshit. There. Ah, I came all the way back. Huh. Will you look at that? I mean, if the target is spotted, what can I do? Damn, he became dog food. He became god food after the massive success of The Godfather. We got god food. No. Almost got me. Shotguns do way too much damage, man. I guess they expected me to actually go back and get the medikits. So cannot be that much. It's that much mad at the backtracking, and you shouldn't either. Shouldn't either. Would you consider this survival horror if you actually didn't backtrack for the resources? Probably. I would certainly. Too late for the alarms because you became dog food. There's that guy. Hello there, pal. Goodbye there, pal. What's that thing that I'm hearing? I think I got him. Got you too. What is this? A freaking Call of Duty map? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's a Call of Duty map. Can you imagine the game having mines? Explosive mines. Something tells me that I need to go back and save. pretty long way. Actually, go for a save. Nope, wrong way. Something off topic, by the way. I really like the sound so that the guns are making, especially the pistol and the shotgun. Not many games nowadays get the sounds right when it comes to guns. Where did I go? Where did that boy go? Ah, yes, you guys are there. Give me a second. You're a pretty bad sniper. You too. We'll say. Three out of three. What is a dude doing there? He vanished. That's what he did. No, seriously, where did you go? Where did he go? I don't see him. Ah, there he is. Ah, shit. It's way too far away. There you go. There's another guy up there. Ugh, that sucks. Almost Ultra Instinct. He went to a different, better place. RIP. Random, they think, soldier. What's the point to actually going here? What's the point here? I'm just checking around. Let's see. Here's the super secret weapon. The Ash Buster. With this, you're gonna defeat Whisker. Defeat Whiskers. And save Narnia. This is supposed to be. Am I supposed to go there? Yes. Giving a squad member weapons or ammunition will raise their trust in you. Wow, the think music. Uh-oh. Don't tell me I have a timer. Puking. I'm morbid. You're one ugly son of a bitch. He's the same boss again. Oh no, guys, it's the thing. It's supposed to be creative. You could have gone nuts with the design. This is just the same guy. Ugh. Helicopter, helicopter. To the rescue. Who's gonna be?
Need some help?
Need some help.
Shit. I need you to circle close. Once I fire, you've got 10 seconds to get this chopper as far away as you can.
Yes, random guy. You are totally not the thing from the previous movie. Oh, that's just Resident Evil Revelations. From this are where they inspired. And I get it. Damn, this. The game turned 10 times better. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Oh, motion sickness. Am I supposed to destroy the tentacles? Will he attempt to actually attack me or nah? By the way, this game is pioneering with stuff that freaking Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil Revelations actually did 6 years after this game releases. I don't think any other game did this. Did this in their action horror game. And I'm not talking about rail shooters. Those don't count. Because this game is actually a game where you actually move around stuff, not unlike rail shooters. I think I'm doing pretty good. I don't even know what's happening over here. I'm shooting a giant hand monster man that is immune to fire, but not immune against bullets like regular things. I guess suck on these bullets, haha. Yeah, I'm gonna destroy your thing, Pingus. Don't worry about that. You're flapping it out, let's see. I have to shoot it. Would you trust a guy that freaking comes by and says, "Need a ride?" when there's a freaking alien infection going nuts in the air where you are? I wouldn't do that. I would say, "Who the hell are you?" I wouldn't just say, "Okay, just help me out." I guess when you see this hand plant thing, penis, you're just saying, "Ah, fuck it, I'm trusting anybody. I'm trusting you, cowboy man. That you totally don't look like Kurt Russell from the previous game." By the way, cowboy man, why did you leave Siles freeze to death? Isn't that a little bit sassy? This is the final boss of Among Us. Even gets the red Among Us. Oh, he actually hit me this time. Yeah, he actually has the Among Us suit on him too. Oh my god, I'm getting motion sick. Shoot the fingers. I don't even know if I do damage. This is a long ass fight, man. I don't even know what I'm doing. Am I doing progress? I made it. I shot him to death. That will teach you, Whiskers.
Excellent timing there, pilot. Early retirement from Gen Inc.
No, not exactly. On my way back from an extended Arctic vacation.
Uh-huh. So what's your name, smartass?
McCready.
John Hobo.
U.S. Outpost North 31.
Uh-oh. My name is John McThink. John McThink. What did you do this whole time, McCready? Where have you been? Remastered credits. Night Dive Studios, Chief Executive Officer Stephen Kick. Stephen Kick? Chief Operating Officer Joe C. Johnson. Director of Business Development Larry Cooperman. Executive Producer Daniel Grayson. Project Manager Daniel Grayson, Justin Kahn, Leo Mikola, Grover Wimpery IV. Community Manager Morgan Saver. The Think Remastered Development Team. Project Programming Lead Samuel Lupule. Art Lead Ron Asitiani, Joel Wells. Project Manager Producer Leo Mikola. Project Coordinator Adam Gray. Okay, we get it. Thank you all guys for making the game. Thank you all guys making the game. Well, it ended kind of anticlimactic. I expected a little bit more fist fighting with the freaking Wesker, but I guess we shot him to death, and that was it. I guess they pretty much needed to rush this thing originally because, as you may not know, this is the first time I actually played this game. The remaster seems to be pretty nice, actually. Controls are pretty nice and all that stuff. From what I heard, the original had lots of graphical bugs and issues in general, and for the most part, I think they were fixed here. I only had some weird issues with the lightning in some levels, and I had this weird issue where I couldn't finish that one mission because my guy over here was what am I saying? That freaking engineer, what's his name? I forgot his name. That he wouldn't finish the mission, and the cameras weren't working for some reason. That was really weird. But yeah, other than that, this remaster is pretty good. But I don't know much about the original game. Would I add some extra things to this game as a remaster? Surely, I would. Would probably add a level of the freaking last boss fight because it really needed an actual boss fight and not just a rail gun situation where you actually shoot a giant monster and that's it. Just shot the thing and then it was dead. So that was kind of a disappointment. I would just... I mean, the game is pretty nice. It has the atmosphere in some moments. The NPCs that you find throughout the levels are pretty nice. The ending is pretty nice too with MacReady. It is similar to the original Think movie where it raises question where the hell was MacReady and what he was up to, or if he's actually a thing at the end too. But yeah, I think the game needed a couple more bosses. It is a freaking... You have one of the most unique license where you can do lots of stuff with the freaking enemies, and you have just snake dog people that are bosses. I mean, you could do like those walker things at the start of the game that only appeared like 3 or 4 times. You could do them, but bigger, or add stuff on them, and you could say this is boss. This is a boss, and it would be fine. It would be fine. I wouldn't be mad at all. I would just say this is a unique box. It's scary. It's actually coming for me. This is actually what I would expect from a Think game. You could also add that freaking cat monster from the movie. The cat monster from the movie, the cat final monster from the movie, the full transformation in the original movie from the last Think monster was actually cat from the last Think monster. So you could easily just add that design in the game, but very special thanks to Mr. John Carpenter, Megan Hiley, Miles Plant, and Adil Debira, Susan Root, Scott Johnson, Kendrick, Jason Nicole, David Kinston, Markerson, Charles Yam, Burgon, Hope Kyle, Marine Vanat. You didn't say special thanks to Enrico Morricone, I believe is his name, for the freaking music of the original, man. Come on, man. You could just say thank you, or perhaps I missed the name from previously. Perhaps he was involved in the music, but yeah, it would be actually nice. So I clicked in the vault here to actually see the cat content. The vault has actually cat content and more stuff. So this thing over here, that would be an excellent boss, man. You have this thing over here as our first boss. If it's this boss, yes, you could also have an experiment lab where they actually took animals and they experimented on the animals, and then you find a thing that is completely animal assimilated and has nothing to do with humans. You could just that. I mean, I'm complaining about a game that came out almost 20 years or so. Those are cut contents. You see, this is unique. I would like that. Perhaps they were also having hardware limitations at the time. I believe this game released on the PS2. I'm fairly certain it was released there. So they did certainly have hardware limitations. You know what would be fun? An actual retelling of this game, or a different version of the game. You could just say this is the thing retold, the thing remake, where you actually have um, the events of the game take place somewhat differently, and you add stuff to it, and so it's almost a whole new game. Is it Silence? They cut him from the game. Yeah, man, this is. It seems like they cut the original bosses. Yeah, what is that? This is amazing. I hope that now that we got this remaster, even though the game was released on PC back in the day, I hope that somebody finds the time and does some mods and add some levels in between where we actually get bosses, multiple bosses. This is amazing, man. I used that thing for a thumbnail. This is pretty neat. I had to call it dog food. Besides the point, it was a freaking hunt. I thought it was something else weird. Come on, man. The best creature designs were left out. Come on, man. I'm fairly certain this creature over here was cut because of hardware's limitations. It was probably way too hard to actually move around the freaking tails, the freaking tentacles that you see over here. That was probably way too hard to do back in the day, or not hard per se. It was actually more, how do I say it? Not cost effective, but time. It needed time expensive, I guess you could say it. That's pretty neat. Let's see the concept arts, vault concepts. We have here, I believe that's supposed to be a hand or something that's mutated. We have here bone foot, that says flea. I would like that. This is actually pretty unique, but would it make sense that it's actually half bone, because the thing only habits, living tissue? I guess it makes sense. This is a pretty good design. It's a shame that it was cut. Those are the brute pods. The brute pods where those crawler things come out. Yeah, see, the crawler things. That's a really good design. It's similar to the foot design, but it is the hand. But contrary to that one, you actually see the living tissue, the living hand, and it is not the bone. So this would make a little bit more sense than the other one, the previous one that was cut. This also seemed that this was cut pretty late in development, because it's already kind of 3D made. It's actually very detailed, in contrary to the other one with bone foot. Oh, this is something. Looks like a gorilla. Probably what I said earlier, they had plans to actually have an animal an animal testing room or something where the thing assimilated with a gorilla, and then went to a human, and then got both of the traits of the animals. This is just what the fuck, man. That would be a pretty nice final boss fight. You have this thing before the actual giant hand thing. This is actually way more interesting than the final boss that we got. The final boss was kind of it was like just a hand. I was excited. I was expecting a freaking Wesker confrontation, but nah. Well, another very good design. I am kind of, I don't have any comment on that. It's a pretty good design, honestly, for a thing movie. And we have here a soldier boy. Creatures, that's what I like to see. We have seen lots of creatures so far, to be fair. We have here, I'm gonna call him Foots. This is Foots, everybody. I really liked the Foots. They made various different sketches. We have here Mr. Harry Mansion freaking encountered a Think Monster. It appears. I would really like this version of Foots in the game. This is a pretty unique one. I really would love that to. I would really love to be confronted by that thing. And this is another better final boss fight. That's another very good design. I hope that those designs are very used in a future game, even though that's very unlikely because newer gamers and the newer gamer industry are kind of pushes and they don't want to actually show actual horror stuff because they say, oh, it's gonna hurt sales. It's gonna hurt our sales, and we're not gonna release those because, yeah, screw that. Screw scary stuff. We need more stuff for general consumption for gamers and people that aren't really into horror things. But when you do that, you actually destroy a genre. For example, a horror genre or adventure genre. If you mix freaking way too much romantic stuff in an adventure genre, then it isn't really an adventure genre or a romantic genre. Or in this case, if you mix way too much Call of Duty with the Think license, that is a survival horror atmosphere experience, then you aren't getting. How do I say it? Then you aren't getting both of them. You aren't getting anything done by it. You get a bad thing adaptation and a bad action shooter. Or a decent action shooter. You aren't getting actual pure experience of horror or adventure. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, let's actually see the illustrations. Oh, shop. The game had actual shop. That's neat. That's neat. It would be like Resident Evil 4 or something. You actually plant a freaking small city. That's a really eerie concept art. That's a really eerie concept art. If you could make a game around that. You could say this is unrelated. This is the thing. The Think Outpost. I'm gonna throw a name. A name for a game. You are welcome to use it how you want. Game developers, if you see that, if you see this, you say, here's our new game, The Think Outpost, where it's an actual survival horror game in a city that's infested little by the thing, and people are either vanishing and reappearing after a while, and by the end of the game you are surrounded by the Think monsters and you have to actually evacuate. You could make some elements from the comics as well, because some panels in the comics are pretty nice, especially in the second comic, which didn't make that much sense because it was in the freaking jungle. And if a think monster was in a freaking jungle, everyone would be fucked in the world, honestly. But for what it was actually a pretty good comic. I would suggest it. To read. Um, but yeah, you could mix some elements from that comic and even some elements of the real bad comics, like the one where the thing had attraction to other thing females, and they were kind of like vampires. You even though it's nuts that concept, and I really hated that certain comment with the vampire things, the quote unquote. I would really like some panels that were there to actually be adapted in a freaking game or freaking remake into something different. I would really like that. And I guess this is an area that was cut where the freaking how do they call the freaking scientists were checking the freaking space carrier. Oops. Sketches. Honestly, this thing doesn't look like a think monster, but I guess you could say this isn't a this is a think monster that was mostly with stuff that infected. You could say that this think monster is mostly combined with things that were in the sea and non-human things, non-human living tissue is combined in this thing. You could say this is just unrelated enemy entities combined with stuff that are unrelated to humans. This is also the thing, but it has nothing to do with humans infected. Same you could say for this one, you can't actually see human. You can see a human part here. You could argue that there is a hunt here going on at the top, but yeah, you could also say that this is unrelated to humans as well. This is definitely this would be going really hard if it was in the game, both of them. Uh, I really don't get this one, but yeah, I believe it's a spider thing that actually has a original human infected in this halfway into the infection, I guess, and has only mutated the legs. And the actual human is kind of comatose behind it, even though he might also be part of it. Now we have the original concept art design of the main protagonist. He looks way more pissed here. That's the final design. He actually looks better here. Honestly, he actually looks like a military man. I don't know if that's supposed to be the same guy. Is it supposed to be McCready? Nah. Now we have some cut items, I believe. Multi-purpose lancer, tranquilizer, gas grenade, electric pulse, blood screen device, tripod. Man, they were planning and were very different game. They were really planning a freaking Resident Evil 4 release. They were really ambitious with this. And I'm guessing they didn't have either the money or the time to actually fulfill this, because you can actually see in the game that it lacks way too much stuff, or it was rushed in certain areas where they didn't even explain to you what is happening with the story. It was just a dude and it was, I'm Wesker, and then you go to very different facilities, and that was it. And they throw the anti-think virus, anti-think serum, and you don't even do anything with that. It's it. So it was a plot point addressed in the base game, and it leads to nowhere. I guess. Not I guess. I'm sure. I'm certain for it. It doesn't resolve into anything. Just it's dropped the anti-think serum, and was made by scientists over there, and we don't really know what happened to that. We know we actually read the freaking terminals, but it isn't really satisfyingly resolved, I guess. They could just satisfyingly resolve it at the end of the game, where they actually shoot the guy that turned to a hand, and he's a freaking mutation of a monster. You can't actually kill him with fire, and sure, you couldn't also kill him with bullets. You shouldn't be able to kill him with bullets. You could just say, we need to shoot him with a freaking antivirus serum, and that's how we get him. Would that be like a Resident Evil kind of cop-out solution? Yes. Yes, it would. But would it be really fun to actually have that plot point resolved and not leave it just there to actually read in a random terminal? Yes. Yes, it would be better than an actual leftover plot point that never gets really resolved. We have here the foam gun. Freaking before Batman games. Liquid nitrogen gun. Ooh, this would be really good. Machine gun. That was missing from my game. I really wondered myself where am I getting the machine gun? And we didn't have a machine gun until the freaking end of the game, where it was only mounted in the freaking helicopter. And we have the flamethrower and the net launcher. The net launcher would be useless, I guess. I think. Why would you even have that? It's useless. All the other guns would be pretty fun though. We have the storyboards. Ooh. Icebreaker, motor launch. This is pretty cool setting. I would like that. Military hospital or this would be really good. US research space exterior. We kind of did have that. It wasn't the game, honestly. US research space exterior. We did have that. That was the freaking Gen 9C exterior, should I say. Norwegian base exterior, that was missing. Even though it was kind of in the game, but it was mostly missing. Norwegian base garage section. Sure, that's weird. Norwegian base grave pit. That would be. Did we have the actual Norwegian base in the freaking game? I believe we had it. Norwegian base storeroom. Yeah, I get it. You go to the Norwegian base and all this shit is happening. You mean an actual whole cut level or a repurposed level? So what am I saying? Not repurposed. This would be the original Norwegian base. The alternate or Norwegian base, the alternate to the one we got in the base game. This is probably the original draft of it. The spaceship corridor link. That the Norwegian base would have linked to the new thing spaceship, like in the freaking remake. Like in the freaking remake movie. The remake, what am I saying? The freaking 2011 movie. Like in the freaking 2011 movie. This is actually like the freaking 2011 movie. This is nuts. They probably got their inspiration from here. See, those you could make lots of stuff from those sketches alone if you want to do more things with the Think license. They are really neat. I really like them. Then we have a trailer.
I'm gonna hide this tape when I'm finished. If none of us make it, at least there'll be some kind of a record. The storm's been hitting us pretty hard now for 48 hours. We still have nothing to go on. One other thing. I think it rips through your clothes when it takes you over. We're all very tired. There's nothing else I can do. Just wait. R.J. McCready, helicopter pilot, U.S. Outpost North 31.
Blake, you should have a look at this.
What the hell?
What have you got?
One body. No survivors. What we're dealing with isn't human. But it's taken human form.
Stay the hell away from me, I'm warning you. Come on, Pierce, this is crazy.
Bullshit. You're infected just like the rest.
My men are dying out there. I've seen firsthand what this infection is capable of.
Oh, you have no idea what it can do.
Like my dad always said, if you want a job done right, you gotta do it yourself.
You're out of your league here, Blake.
Yeah, take it, bitch! Oh! Game over, Whitley.
This game is just beginning.
So this trailer shows some things that were in the game, I believe. But it is interesting that so many things were cut from the game. I mean, it always happens when way too many things are cut late in development in gaming. I don't know why. It's a freaking gaming curse, or should say. But yeah, this trailer was pretty more intense than the actual game for the most part. Guess it would be more horror back in the day. Before it released, they planned it to be more horror, and then they actually turned it to. In the second part of the game, they turned it to freaking Call of Duty with things in between. And yeah, even though I'm very very much criticizing the game, on its flaws and that type of stuff, I really enjoyed it, and I would like to see more done with the license. Honestly, this is a pretty unique license. I would like to see more with it, not to the extent that it is annoying, where you just do more with a license to just do things to sell stuff and merchandise. No, I don't mean that. You can do more stuff with the license that is actually creative. This is a very creative license. There are very many stuff that you can do. and there are many stuff that were done in the past and they were scrapped for various different projects for this license, and you could actually just use those to actually do more things with it. This is the fantasy with this license is very vast. You can do lots of things, and it's a shame that it is really overlooked. And we have Resident Evil with the fame that it deserves, truly, but we also could have Think universe. We could also have Think more Think games. It would be it could be a traditional freaking gaming series, game series like Resident Evil in the horror genre. You could say, oh yeah, the Think series. I really liked the Think 1, the Think 2. Just like with Resident Evil or Silent Hills, it would be really easily a mainline gaming series, and I think it can be done, but nowadays I'm not so sure with all those things that are happening in the industry that I mentioned also earlier, kind of earlier. Um, but yeah, that's my thoughts on the situation, uh, on the Think situation, the franchise as a whole. And as I said, I would like to see more of it. But that's enough of me rambling. I would like to say thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next series. See ya.